ladies and gentlemen, imagine you are a 10-year-old kid. Step into her shoes. You're an eager learner. You wake up every morning ready to embrace this new school day. You love school so much, you volunteer repeatedly to lead enrichment clusters where they only reimburse you $35, and she spends an additional $50 from her allowance to make sure these younger kids get a really fulfilling slime making experience. You take your seat in class with your notebook ready to write your observations for the day, ready to document the world around you. But on this particular day, things are a little bit different. Your teacher, someone you look up to and trust, confiscates your notebook. Imagine that feeling of helplessness when something so personal is taken away from you. In your distress, you ask your teacher if you can call your parents, and she denies your request. This is a place that should feel safe, and you're beginning to feel trapped. So you ask to go to the restroom, hoping to retrieve your phone in your backpack and call your parents for support. You step out of the classroom, but the teacher follows you, confiscating your phone. Imagine the overwhelming feelings you feel as a 10-year-old trapped in that situation. You're uncertain what you have done wrong. You try to regain control of your emotions, and your teacher instructs you to circle outside the building while you sob. After 2 hours of sobbing, you request to see the mental health professional for help. You're hoping for comfort and compassion, but when the principal, Miss B, arrives, her disapproval is palpable. Instead of asking you what's wrong, she proceeds to interrogate you, escalating your emotions. Her words are, "This is so not okay. How would you like it if someone wrote down notes about every little thing you did?" You try to explain that you've never been in trouble, but the continued questioning increases your anxiety. Instead of asking you, "What happened?" she questions your integrity. She says, "Your teacher tells me you refuse to do a classroom job. Other kids have to do it. What makes you so special that you don't have to do what they do?" The tone, the content of her questions agitates you even more, and you're crying and hyperventilating. This is your first experience in trouble at a place where you excel academically, and you've never experienced disciplinary action. You're conscientious and a rule-following child, and you feel like you're being unfairly treated. Miss B's questioning continues, questioning even the validity of your doctor's note. "Sometimes I have trouble drinking water," she says, "and I've had a UTI before, but I've never experienced what you're describing. The school is the only one in the district that has a policy of charging students a classroom penalty in order to go to the bathroom. And your then teacher also banned water bottles even during a heat wave, causing you to leave school early to go to the pediatrician for urinary issues from dehydration." Miss B continues, "Even as you hyperventilate, you're scratching your legs, you're ripping apart the stress ball, and you're sobbing uncontrollably." She doesn't stop until the mental health professional says, "I don't think we can continue, Miss B. I don't think she's in a state to answer questions." In your distress, the principal commands you, "Calm down." If your partner ever said that to you, would that work? This only exacerbates your feelings, and it doesn't de-escalate anything. It's been 3.5 hours since you asked to call your parents and you have been denied. Finally, someone calls. Your mom arrives within 9 minutes of that call. And when she arrives, the principal says, "I didn't believe you when you said last week that your kid has panic attacks, but now I do." This traumatic incident, your doctors diagnosed you as experiencing an anxiety attack as a result of the principal's actions. You lose your trust in teachers and principals, reflecting to your 10-year-old self, I thought principals and teachers were supposed to care for their students. Thank you.